that we want.
But someone who said, I know you want to add something, but goes with this. Someone who said that government is now pushing the Europeans, Westerns, to know our country rather than pushing the Rwandans to their country, to know their country. Is that perspective really understandable?
It's very subjective. Someone can have one side, another one can have the other side. I think I'm on the other side of it's not that they're pushing people, foreigners, to know our country more than we know our country. It's not the perspective. It's a perspective of sharing our country with the world and with us as well, because the campaigns don't affect only foreigners. They also have to affect us. But what I said before, some message is misinterpreted.
That's true.
So how do you interpret it? The presentation has to change for the local people, maybe, so that they can have a better interpretation.
When you say Visit Rwanda is for foreigners.
No, it's not. The Visit Rwanda has never been for foreigners. Who said it? If they say Visit Rwanda, when you're in Rwanda, can't you visit Rwanda?
That's the question.
You can. So the whole thing is perspective. So when we say Visit Rwanda, okay, let's target the foreigners. Then when they say Tembera Rwanda, it's the same thing as Visit Rwanda. But it has changed the presentation, so it has affected a different person.
It's rising. The world is watching. Technology is changing the way we create, explore, and do businesses. From AI-driven arts to the virtual tourism, from culture NFTs to digital entrepreneurship, Africa is not behind. Africa is leading. And of course, here we are to talk about it. Welcome to the Techsphere Podcast, the place where tech meets art, tourism, culture, and business. Join the conversation, join the revolution, join us. This is for Africa, and here we are. Let's make it happen again. And of course, when it comes for the Techsphere, we mean technology, arts, tourism, culture, and all of them based in Africa. Welcome. This is the Techsphere Podcast, of course, produced by iSmart House, your best reading podcast as an agency in Rwanda. And my name is Ismail Papimuhinda. We are really proud to announce that this Techsphere Podcast will be always talk about technology in different aspects, maybe in tourism, maybe in arts, maybe in culture, maybe in business. Where do you think we are today? Of course, last time I was talking about business, but all about tourism. Tourism is one of the key elements now, environmentally, country and government. My brother Inosa is here just to share something about tourism. He's one of the CEO and the founder of the Gateway Expedition, and of course, Gateway Expedition is one of the leading in East African company in tourism. Do you know that? But of course, we knew it because technology. I mean, through website, social media, something like that. I am reading here because he wearing the t-shirt. But my brother, what really means Gateway Expedition? Gateway Expedition. First of all, thank you for hosting me on this platform.
Welcome, my brother. And I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to talk about tourism in general, and very happy to talk about technology as well. So Gateway Expedition is a tour operator company in East Africa. We do customized, customer-tailored tours across East Africa. We give our clients authentic cultural experiences around East Africa.
Wow.
Let it be in the Maasai villages, let it be in King's Palace in Rwanda, let it be Kasubi Tombs in Uganda. Everywhere, we give you the most authentic experiences you can get.
I love it.
We are very happy at Gateway to welcome everyone who wants to travel and really enjoy himself, have fun while traveling. Traveling should be fun. Traveling should be an experience that you really like. It's yes, traveling should be much enjoyable. It's not tiresome. It's not a burden. It's something you enjoy, you and your loved ones. It's fun. It's much more than just moving from one place to another.
One of the lovely things I've saw that you are just on Rhine. Let me say it on Rhine. You don't have, yes, they have office Kimirongo, but most of the time you operate your things on Rhine. Daily updates on your website. Brother, what the hidden secret on the website? It's like that's why you be wrong.
It's not a hidden secret. I think it's an era that we are in. Most people spend a lot of time on their phones, on the computers. So I think we just want to be present wherever you are. It's not much of a secret. It's just that we want to be present with you whenever you need us. And we are very available.
I'm loving it. Actually, that's what we're meaning. The truth is, technology is where we are heading. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, technology is a key element to drive you there. So, one, how the young Africans innovators using technology to transform the tourism industry. Starts from you as a getaway expedition.
Technology can be used in different ways. So one of the ways is actually to provide customer care services. For example, you can have a quick response on websites, on WhatsApp using chatbot. We use technology in creating social media content, promoting some of the tourist sites using technology like drones.
I know that, like
drones.
Most of the actually your image you are using nowadays is a drones image, because that's why it shows real things of tourism.
We can even use storytelling on social medias. Like there are stories people really need to listen to, and they have not had a chance to listen to them or to have them. So we provide that on using technology, and it has helped not us, we like the whole tourism sector. You can see how a Visit Rwanda is doing it. All that is technology.
But really, when you say this, sometimes we can make it like easy things, just promoting, it's just creating. Brother, really, honestly speaking, let us know what are challenges you guys are meeting. You are facing this kind of journey.
Well, the challenges, of course, will always be there, no matter what industry you're in. So I think when it comes to technology or when it comes to business in general, some of the communities we need to talk to, some of the people that need to use this technology may not have clear knowledge about the technology we are using. Some people may misinterpret it. Some people just don't. We just don't get to we don't get to them as we intend to. So there are always some challenges, but we can always find a way of overcoming the challenges. So that's where technology is coming in. It's bridging the gap between. So, for example, someone can access our services from wherever they are in Europe, North America, or even Africa, without coming here. Some tours are done virtually. Yeah, there are some virtual reality tours. You can do gorilla trekking while in USA before you even come. So that makes even want you to come more.
The attractive one. But let me go somehow deeply in the tourism sector. What the biggest barriers you guys like who you're just the African youth, you are facing in entering the tourism tech space? Yes, tourism, you guys are in tourism, but tourism tech space, on the website, stuff like that. Are you guys tech developers? Are you hiring those developers to let you know like there is a new word you are facing from? What are the key barriers you guys are meeting?
Okay, the key barrier I think in Africa is the knowledge. So
wow,
the knowledge in Africa is a little bit behind, because that means that the competition from the Western countries is much bigger. So the gap becomes bigger because you see when it comes to like AI, coding, they have better platforms than us. They have better technology than us, and also the funding. In Africa, the funding is not that on that level that we want it to be, because if you look at it, most of the funding in research has made the Western platforms to be much ahead than us. So because in Africa, the research is not much funded, and research is the one that leads people to greater heights.
I know, to develop something new.
Yeah, to develop something big and new and creative. So without that enough funding in research, enough funding in education, the level of education changing, so there is still a gap between Africa and the Western countries.
Is any way of got kind of opportunities of creating jobs there?
Yes, like every business will coexist with another. So tech needs tourism and tourism needs tech. You can debate on how much the other one needs another. That's another topic.
I know.
But for sure, we both need each other. So tech, as much as they are bridging a gap, they are also creating jobs. There are people who are creating booking platforms in Africa. There are people who are creating like softwares that help in everyday tourism. For example, softwares that can help us design itineraries for clients. Softwares that can help us in payments, getaways. So they are all being developed here in Africa, and they are providing an African solution, and that's creating jobs for African people and developing communities. As much as we need them, they also need us, because if we are there, they are there.
I know it will be a bigger debate. And
it will be a debate.
The tech people can say, man, tourism. I mean, you guys, they have money. They have money to invest. So you should just go on them. But you mentioned something about community, and I want to talk on this. How does digital tourism affect a local communities, and does it power or explore them?
So one thing we have to say is that the positive and the negative will always be there, but we look at the positive part of it as the bigger part, because it has created much bigger impact than the negative part. So the people who are championing this are the social media influencers. They are telling stories from the African culture. The African culture has been much appreciated during this social media era.
Yeah, sure.
And it has created a lot of positivity, because someone in a rural village is selling products in the USA without even having a passport.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. So the social media influencers are bridging the gap and creating market for these local producers who are actually benefiting from it. So the community is benefiting. As much as tourism may have a negative impact, especially on the environment, which has always been there, but responsible tourism, which we encourage people to do, especially to book through local tour operators, that which in the end benefits directly the local population. Yes.
Wow. That's a huge impact. Actually, for that, what's a keyword? I don't want to mention that maybe rural village, they can't understand what you're using Kinyarwanda, Kinyarwanda, even though we are trying to make it wide. But can we start today maybe raising that rural village? They can all start to, to impress, to unlock their potentials through kind of creating jobs, maybe in tourism, through that. How can you encourage them?
Well, I think the government, especially in Rwanda, has actually encourages people in rural areas to be part of the tourism community. The tourism industry is very large. We can talk about experiences in different ways. There are people who like hiking. There are people who like traditional food. There are people who like to go in safaris and see wild adventure. There are people who like just relaxing, new environment. Maybe it's quality time to spend with their loved ones after years of hard work. So, how does the local person come in? And how does a local person participate in the tourism sector? So the local person is the person, for example, who is planting tea in Nyungwe. The local person is your tour guide when you go for gorilla trekking. The local person is your tour guide when you go for a Kajera game drive, because they are indigenous to these locations. They know these places more than anyone else. No matter how many times you visit the place, these people were born there.
That's true.
These people know these things. And these people have the cultural part of it, the arts and crafts, the original imigongo, let me say. Imigongo is an original art craft. It's done by a local person. It has to have that cultural aspect for it to be authentic. So these people have made tourism big. They have made it more enjoyable. And they are participating. They are participating and they're benefiting from their communities that have these places.
But sir,
you would like to visit.
I know, but I want to come back a little bit in rural village, and in this aspect of mu Kinyarwanda kamivuge kugira ngo heriya batatwumva. No kwera iki abanyarwanda badakunda gusura ibintu byabo?
That is a very tough question. Sinzi ukuntu nabisobanura ariko ni ikintu kiri gukura. It's growing. I think when you talk about local people visiting local places, it's not. I think it's not in Rwanda only. It's in Africa at large, but it's something that is changing. It's changing
because nguche mwijambo. I've seen kind of Tembero Rwanda project. I don't want to say that it's fed completely, but somehow it goes biguruntege. Because you are saying Banyarwanda we should go and visit our places sometimes. I know it's and it's discouraging. But sometimes also Banyarwanda we say, what's new? Ndasura mchonje, something like that. So nyine dukeneye iyihe nyota kugira ngo tuye dusuri ibintu byacu tunyamateka yacu.
Ukuvuga ngo icyo tubura hano mu Rwanda, it's more of a presentation. The presentation, the storytelling, it is a bit of lacking. So if that changes through people like you who have these platforms, I think more people would love to visit their local places. As much as it's not zero completely. It's not where we want it to be, but it's not also zero completely. People still visit. I've met a lot of Rwandan people at Rwanda Museum, the Ethnographic Museum in Huye. I've met people at King's Palace. They are all Rwandans. There are people who love canopy walks in Rwanda, and they do it multiple times. But it's not the number that we want.
But someone who said, I know you want to add something, but goes with this. Someone who said that government is now pushing the Europeans, Westerns, to know our country rather than pushing the Rwandans to their country, to know their country. Is that perspective really understandable?
It's very subjective. Someone can have one side, another one can have the other side. I think I'm on the other side of it's not that they're pushing people, foreigners, to know our country more than we know our country. It's not the perspective. It's a perspective of sharing our country with the world and with us as well. Because the campaigns don't affect only foreigners. They also have to affect us. But what I said before, some message is misinterpreted.
That's true.
So how do you interpret it? The presentation has to change for the local people, maybe, so that they can have a better
Because
interpretation.
when you say Visit Rwanda is for foreigners,
No, it's not. The Visit Rwanda has never been for foreigners. Who said it? If they say Visit Rwanda, when you're in Rwanda, can't you visit Rwanda?
that's the question.
You can. So the whole thing is perspective. So when we say Visit Rwanda, okay, let's target the foreigners. Then when they say Tembera Rwanda, it's the same thing as Visit Rwanda. But it has changed the presentation, so it has affected a different person.
I think that's where the key question was come to. Like, they are saying Tembera Rwanda for Rwandans.
It's not for Rwandans.
That's how they interpret.
It's all about the interpretation. As we say, it's all about the interpretation. The interpretation is key. So when you're presenting some of these things, you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful because people are going to have their own interpretations.
I know.
That's where the storytelling comes.
Yeah. I love it. It's all about actually tourism. Tourism is a very big, and we're lucky enough you have RDB, Rwanda Development Board, which is really pushing this on high top through different campaigns like Visit Rwanda, Tembera Rwanda, and of course we as new developers through technology, tourism, arts in some way, yes, we should push it. But as one of course you are in element of tourism, I want you even to bring this to Rwandans especially. Why should we even visit those kind of places? Why should I go to visit somewhere, maybe Akagera, kureba intare? Kuki nakumva ko nari ku murimo wanjye nkajya kureba intare?
Ntabwo ari ku murimo wawe. But life is all about balance. There is work, there is family, there is leisure, and I think there is even sports. I think life has to balance. And there is this feeling when you go out in the wild or in nature that you get that you will never get from somewhere else. I'll give you an example. If you went to Akagera and met an elephant and you saw how big the elephant is, it is humbling. You get humbled immediately. The feeling of walking through that Nyungwe forest and you hear birds, you see butterflies, you see insects of all kinds, you see trees you've never seen, you see flowers you've never seen. The ecosystem it brings a different feeling.
I know.
The feeling that you get when you're on a tour no one can explain it. People cry, people laugh, people see animals hunting and cry. People see animals escaping death and they celebrate as if you're watching a football game.
I know.
The feeling on a safari, the feeling in the wilderness, the feeling when you hear that sound of the waterfalls, it cannot be compared to anything else in this world.
Wow.
There's nothing you can compare it. And one thing you should also mention, I feel I need to mention, is the conservation efforts that people put in. So when you say RDB is pushing tourism, is doing this, don't forget about the conservation efforts. This thing is so expensive, it's so time consuming. It takes a lot of resources to protect these animals and these sites we are talking about, and we love so much to visit. So when you're mentioning about the government, give them the credit for the conservation efforts. The eco-tourism system needs to be mentioned.
Wow, that's really good. But of course, I'll come more like these. Then, apart from kind of challenging way maybe in our campaigns differently, then how tourism, let me ask you like this: is it tourism uplifting African heritage, or it is just adulating it? Adulating is like, I don't know how to, kwa kundi ya hene biri inyuma exposing amukinyuma ka
so
twaba turimo gufasha heritage yacu nk'abanyafrika ahubwo cyangwa turi kuyirangaza inyuma mu ntuza yayo.
no turi kuyifasha cyane kubera when you look at it in this perspective, when you tell a story it lasts much longer than when you keep it quiet. It fades away and it disappears. So when you
like
keep
Mona
on,
Lisa, love this.
So when you keep on telling the story grows, the heritage grows. So there are people who would not know that Rwanda had a king if the story was not told.
Wow, that's true.
There are people who never understand how the Maasai people live, their culture, if the story was never told. So the whole point of saying that this is diluting the African heritage, it's not. Sometimes it may have a negative impact. For example, the carbon footprint of people visiting these places so much more often with cars and the gases and all this disturbing the wildlife, maybe somehow it is to a small extent. So does that mean that we should stop tourism? No. We should do it in a more responsible manner. That when we visit these places, when we are telling these places, we are actually protecting these places.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a point of where we are diluting this and putting a bad image to these places, but it should be more of protecting and conserving for the future. These children will need these places. They will need these stories. So how will they get to them? We have to conserve them. We have to tell them. Yes.
I love it. So always tourism comes with a different aspect but key element. By the way, where do you enjoy? I want to ask you a personal one.
Where do I enjoy where?
I mean in Rwanda especially when you want to visit.
Where do I enjoy most? Well, first of all, I will say the King's Palace. Their place, okay, I don't know how to differentiate where I enjoy most. So I'll give you where
you finally
I find that the ranks highest. I think the King's Palace, when I look at the story of the kingdom and see the Nyambo cows, I love cows so much. So that's why I'm driven to the King's Palace. The Nyambo cows, the white ones, are just magnificent to watch. How white they are, and how they are very majestic animals. I can't just believe how these animals are. So the Nyambo cows are one of my favorites. And then the Nyungwe Forest. Nyungwe Forest, I never get enough of Nyungwe Forest and the waterfalls. The sound of the waterfalls is something that helps me relax every time I get there.
Wow.
It changes the whole, it feeds my soul, I may say.
Right.
It changes everything about me. Then walking through that forest is also another thing that I enjoy most. Nature walks are one of the most beneficial things any human being should experience.
Really?
Yeah.
Really.
So I think those are my favorite things I enjoy most.
King's Palace and Nyungwe. By the way, if you are watching this podcast and you never visited Rwanda, please, this is your right time. We have Nyungwe, we have Akagera, we have national volcanoes, we have King Palaces, we have our own history. We have different like forests. By the way, Lake Kivu, my favorite place, different way, maybe ni Rubavu Gisenyi, Cyangugu and Kuchibuye. There's so different places so you can visit. So please, welcome to Rwanda. By the way, apart from those places, Kigali is the place you need to be. I love it. So thank you. By the way, Visit Rwanda is doing a great job through RDB. I mean, even the different companies like Getaway Expedition, but this one is not working only in Rwanda, but also in East Africa. So wherever you want to go, here we are through the Gateway. By the way, what's your next destination?
My next destination, I think, will be to Egypt, Ethiopia. They also have nice heritage, nice African heritage that I think the world should try. And yeah,
like what the thing mostly do you want to visit, especially in Egypt?
it's the obvious one, the pyramids.
The pyramids.
Yeah.
Do you think that there is still the gold? Never.
I have nothing to. I don't know much about the theories there, but I think it's a fascinating theory to see how those things exist and the way they were constructed. No one understands these things.
No one.
But
for sure.
We are lucky to have them. We are just lucky to have them. Let's enjoy them. No need of complaining, to be honest. I think we should just carry on and enjoy these places.
Do you think African market about tourism is ready to compete Western market, Asian or European market?
Yes, I think we can compete. And I think we stand a very big chance because we have something unique in Africa. We have, when you look at the Western tourism, they, as much as they have these wild animals, the hills, the mountains, and all this, they also do what they call theme parks, like Disney World, which is a very big competitive edge they have against Africa. But you see, when it comes to Africa, the uniqueness in our differences, the Maasai people, the Rwandan people, the Uganda, the Kenyans, the South Africans, everyone has a unique culture, a unique presentation. And we have the nature in Africa is second to none. So we just have to find a way of providing authentic cultural experiences, and we let the people enjoy the nature. And then when we talk about technology, they still have big platforms like Airbnb.
That's true.
They have Booking.com. They have all these big platforms. They have Hollywood, which is very powerful. So I think what we can do is we can also support our own local platforms as Africans. So when we support our platforms, we are giving them something to use against the competition they face from these Western platforms they have. So the thing is, as Africans, let's first support our African technology.
I agree now. Because I want even to ask you, what can we do? Just the support. But different way, another angle I want to ask you. You Africans, we Africans, Nigerians, Kenyans, South Africans, Rwandans, Egyptians, Senegals, like, are we really ready to support each other?
Yes.
Or to steal African mess?
Yes, we are ready. We are ready, but as I said, what we need is the presentation. We need to work on our storytelling. We need to have this presented in the right way, to the right channels, and we need to educate these young children that things from Africa also have much value to them. So when we educate these children, when we educate even the young, old people, so we know that they will support these African entrepreneurs, and we shall have a big competitive edge. Because look at it. Africa, what's the population of Africa? We are very huge. We have huge numbers.
Exactly.
And we have the potential to grow our
allowed
own.
to be so far.
Yeah. And we have the potential to grow our own enterprises. So why don't we do it? So that's the effort we should make, is first to support our fellow Africans, and then they will grow. They will have competition over these other Western and Asian platforms.
So I think one of the way to compete them would firstly go through storytelling. But how can storytelling through tech or even digital media uncover Africans' true tourism as its potential?
So we have people like you have these platforms, and we have people who have who are social media influencers, and doing it for tourism only. I don't know if you've seen
Shout out to
some
them.
of the people. Yeah, they have really big platforms and they do the very nice work for tourism industry, and they tell the stories. You can take an example of Visit Rwanda. Visit Rwanda is telling a story of Rwanda.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Through sports.
Through sports.
Which is a very big platform. Like millions of people love sports.
Yeah.
So there is someone who is a coffee farmer somewhere in Rubavu who is benefiting from the Visit Rwanda campaign. And the story of telling about the African tradition, the Rwandan tradition through the Visit Rwanda platform is not only helping Rwanda.
I know.
It's helping even other countries as well.
Yeah.
Because once they want to find out more about Rwanda, they'll find more about even other countries as Africa at large. So I think the storytelling part should be more worked on. Like people should give it more effort. If, for example, when you see how much I've seen Arsenal players trying to learn more about the Rwandan culture, language, and
PSG,
all these PSG, Bayern. When they see how much they're trying to learn about these things, you see that it's more interesting. So I think these stories should be told more often. You can use Instagram, you can use TikTok, you can use YouTube, you can use all these channels, and people can learn more about the African culture, which is a good thing.
But let's go deep down there again. Where do we see key challenge to start on now? Then, yes, you have seen those campaigns. Visit Rwanda, Tembe Rwanda, Getaway, with other companies, adventure lovers. It's a local companies. They are doing well. Which key challenge we can start on, like to solve some key small problems?
So I think what we can start with is bridging the gap between, because I think most people who want to come to Africa, they still go through their local tour operators from wherever they are. So someone wants to come to Rwanda and they're using wherever they are from, maybe Asia, maybe Europe. They use the tour operators from there to book tours in Africa. I think how we need to do is bridge the gap so that people in Europe can book directly through our African tour operators. So there it has more impact on our economy. It has more impact on the local people. Even the conservation efforts will be much achieved. So how do we bridge that gap? I think it goes back to technology.
Again.
It goes back to technology. We need to leverage the technology we have to be able to promote these campaigns, to be able to promote these stories, and to be able to achieve most of the goals that we want to achieve.
Yeah.
And I think there should be a way of even us, I think we should be able to provide quality services.
That's true.
We shouldn't look at the consumers only. We should also look at the businesses as well. The businesses should also be able to provide quality services. And on time, they should be able to communicate better so that when these people book through us, they also get the experience they deserve, because they pay their money to get good experience. So we need to value them as well.
Wow. But two questions. One, if you could ask, or if you would ask a government of Rwanda one thing that can help tourism locally or internationally, what can it be?
I think I would ask the government to invest more in education, because human resource is one of the most important things you can have as a nation. So if you have people with knowledge in coding, I'm saying high quality knowledge in coding, in developing things like AI, software engineers, journalists who present the stories well. We have proper service providers. I think we have a better chance to compete. I think we should look at human resource first. Human resource is a key element for development.
Wow.
I think it will always be, because we as humans, we have the potential to develop and expand knowledge the way we want.
Wow.
So I think investing in education and research would be the most important thing.
Wow.
In my opinion.
Wow, that's great. I love it. Education. Second one, if you get the chance to travel anywhere apart from Rwanda, because I know we Rwandans, we love our country, Rwanda. But another chance, as your last chance, which country can be your beloved one? And why, of course?
That is the most hard question, because I think I would love to travel in very many countries. You
got one chance here. You got one chance.
It's going to be very, very hard. I think I would love to travel to Zambia or Zimbabwe, one of them, because of the Victoria Falls. It's something that I have always wanted to do, and I think I will be the happiest if I
find this there. You go there.
Finally, I reach the Victoria Falls, because
is it in Zimbabwe?
The Victoria Falls is a kind of one side is on Zimbabwe and the other side is in Zambia.
Okay.
So the water flows in between the two countries.
Wow.
Yes. So it's that fascinating.
Zimbabwe people and Zambians.
And I think I would
please allow my brother to come and visit your country for the Victorian waterfalls. And maybe I will come to, I will just join him.
You have to join me. I will take you.
Yeah, you take me there. Me, I want to see it. And it's profitable for him. So finally, it's always good to chat with my brothers, but also always when we are chatting on the things we love: tech, tourism, arts, business, and of course culture based in Africa. It's always pleasure. But I know Sir has a lot to say, or maybe a lot to add on what we said. But what can we take away through maybe tourism, tech, wherever? What is your takeaway, by the way?
So what I would like you to take away is in technology, African, we are doing well. We are doing very well. There are platforms. There are a lot of social media content creators. There's a lot of stories from Africa, and we are doing so well. I think tourism is benefiting a lot of people. So this is something that we should love doing. It's helping a lot of people, and we should do it with passion. But we should also remember to be responsible, because we need to conserve these wildlife sites and even cultural sites for the next generations to come. Yes. And I thank you for having such a good podcast.
Thank you, brother.
So that people can learn much more about different aspects of life. It's very important that people learn, and we develop through each other.
That's true.
So thank you for giving people this wonderful platform. And I think the viewers should as well appreciate.
Yeah, please.
Please give us likes and
applause.
Share.
Yeah.
And I would like to come here. Anytime you need me,
I think tourism, you're my brother. When you say tourism, first things get away. And of course, getaway is innocent. So, by the way, by God, I asked you the next destination by yourself, but about getaway. Getaway next destination is? Where can we join? How can we join?
How you can join? You can find us on Google. You can find us on our website, getawayexpedition.com. You can also, you can also find us on social medias.
Getaway Expedition.
Getaway Expedition on Facebook and Instagram. And when you're on those platforms, you get much information about our location for the offices, our contact numbers, our emails, and we are very happy to help anyone who wants to travel. So for people who love East Africa, for people who love to travel, for people who love authentic cultural experiences, please check us on our website, getexpedition.com, and we will be very happy to help you.
I know, very soon they are traveling to Zanzibar. I am waiting for that. So thank you so much. This is a very beautiful, thank you, Innocent. Thank you. Shout out to the Gateway Expedition. Wow, iSmart House always bring us into real storytelling platforms because they are the best podcast agents serving in Rwanda, maybe in Africa so far. So if you need a kind of services based on a podcast production, if I say production from photography to videography to graphic designing, they are the best one I can recommend. So you can visit them. The studio is their own way, so please join the iSmart House for storytelling. Join iSmart House to make things look smart. As they say, they give you smartness. So thank you so much. This is your lovely and beloved one podcast. It's Techsphere Podcast. We talk about tech through different aspects, of course, from arts, tourism, culture, and business in worldwide wise. So my name is Ismail Papi Muhinda Krista. Thank you so much, my brother. Abanyarwanda b'inshuti zacu mukore subscribe, like, share and comment kugira ngo mwaka byaramwe bino bintu tugezaho aho ibintu bigomba kuba bimeze neza cyane. And everyone who really watching this podcast, you are a special person. See you. Africa is rising. The world is watching. Technology is changing the way we create, explore, and do businesses. From AI-driven arts to the virtual tourism, from culture NFTs to digital entrepreneurship, Africa is not behind. Africa is leading. And of course, here we are to talk about it. Welcome to the Techsphere Podcast, the place where tech meets art, tourism, culture, and business. Join the conversation, join the revolution, join us. This is for Africa, and here we are. Let's make it happen again.